Some cars get older. The BMW E46 M3 became a measuring stick. Faster M3s arrived after it. More powerful ones, more technical ones, cars with turbocharged torque, quicker gearboxes, and numbers that would embarrass an early 2000s coupe in a straight line. And yet, when enthusiasts argue about the M3 that got the recipe right, the conversation keeps returning to this one. This is a researched Speed TV 21 story, not a road test. And the interesting question is not whether the E46 M3 is perfect. It is why a car built between 2000 and 2006 still feels like a reference point more than 2 decades later. The answer begins with balance. The E46 M3 sat in a rare middle ground. It looked special without becoming theatrical. It was fast without feeling like a rolling software demo. It could carry people and luggage, commute, cross a country, or spend a weekend chasing corners. But it still felt clearly separated from an ordinary 3 Series. That distinction matters. A legend does not always need to be rare. Sometimes it needs to be understood immediately. BMW M says more than 85,000 E46 M3s were sold. That scale is part of the reason the car became so influential. Enough people saw one on the street, heard one at full throttle, or watched one disappear down a road for the shape and the sound to become part of car culture. The proportions did a lot of the work. Compact by modern standards, wide enough to look serious, a long hood, a clean shoulder line, 4 exhaust tips, swollen arches, and just enough visual aggression. It looked like a normal BMW that had spent time becoming more focused. But the center of the story is under the hood. The S54 B32 is a 3.2-liter naturally aspirated straight 6. In European specification, BMW M lists 343 horsepower and 365 newton-meters of torque. Those numbers were impressive in period. They are not the reason people still talk about it. The character came from how the engine made its performance. No giant wave of turbo torque, no effortless shove that made the rest of the experience feel secondary. The S54 rewarded revs. It asked the driver to chase the upper half of the tachometer. It made the journey to the power as important as the power itself. BMW M also credits the S54 with 8 Engine of the Year wins. That helps explain why the engine is more than a nostalgic talking point. It was recognized in its own era as something unusually special, and the rest of the car understood the assignment. Rear-wheel drive, a chassis that still felt connected to the road, hydraulic steering, a size that left room for precision without turning every narrow road into a width calculation. The E46 M3 was not stripped of comfort or daily usability. It was a performance car that made ordinary driving feel like part of the ownership experience, not dead time between exciting moments. Then BMW sharpened the myth. The M3 CSL did not create the E46 legend, but it revealed the platform ceiling. BMW Group Classic lists 360 horsepower, a 0 to 100 km/h time of 4.9 seconds, a Nürburgring lap time of 7 minutes and 50 seconds, and only 1,383 examples produced. The CSL is the version posters remember, lighter, more focused, more serious, but its importance goes beyond rarity. It made the normal E46 M3 feel like the foundation of something with real depth. The platform had room to become more extreme without losing its identity. That is the emotional side of the story. The ownership side needs the same honesty. An E46 M3 is not a generic old BMW with a nicer badge. It is a performance car from another era, and the right example matters far more than the cheapest classified ad photograph. Start underneath the car. Specialist buyer guides commonly tell shoppers to inspect the rear axle carrier panel area carefully. The language matters here. This is not a claim that every E46 M3 is damaged. It is a reason to put the car on a lift, look for cracks or previous repair work, inspect bushing condition, and understand the quality of anything already done. Then verify the engine history. BMW documented an S54 service action for specific cars and production periods. That is not a reason to panic about every engine. It is a reason to check the individual VIN, read the records, and avoid buying a story built from assumptions. The same careful approach applies to VANOS health, the cooling system, leaks, bushings, and fault codes. Age does not make every car bad. It makes maintenance history more valuable. Transmission choice deserves a real conversation too. Some E46 M3s use a traditional manual gearbox. Others use BMW's SMG automated manual. They do not ask the same questions on a test drive or in a pre-purchase inspection. Buyers should understand clutch history, shift quality, warning lights, and whether the system behaves as it should. Preference is personal. Inspection is not. Recall advice should be specific as well. Older BMWs may appear in safety campaigns, including airbag-related campaigns. Use the individual VIN and an official recall checker. Do not assume the model name alone tells you the status of one particular car. This is where the E46 M3 becomes more interesting, not less. The car is old enough to demand respect, but modern enough to use, famous enough that careless examples exist, but special enough that good cars increasingly receive the maintenance they deserve. The smartest purchase is not always the cleanest photograph, the lowest mileage, or the cheapest asking price. It is the car with the clearest story. Confirm the VIN, read the service file, inspect the rear chassis, check VANOS and cooling health, test the exact transmission in front of you, scan for fault codes, book a BMW specialist pre-purchase inspection before emotion turns into a bank transfer, because the legend is not nostalgia alone. The E46 M3 became the measuring stick at a moment when BMW M found a rare balance, analog enough to feel alive, modern enough to use, fast enough to thrill, and restrained enough to make the experience feel personal. Later M3s became faster. That was inevitable, but the E46 does not need to win a drag race against its descendants. It already won the argument it was built to settle. It showed how much character could fit inside a usable sports coupe, and that is why, more than 20 years later, so many enthusiasts still use it as the reference. Subscribe to Speed TV 21 for researched car stories, buyer warnings, and engine legends, and tell us what deserves the next deep dive: the BMW N54, the Audi R8, or the Lexus LFA.